When you develop a new product, you surely want it to become a success on the market. However, this will not happen automatically. It is extremely important to analyze the actual market and plan the product's development. Therefore, lots of aspects have to be considered in order to prevent failure. So, how does a new product become a success? A structured and goal-oriented approach may help to satisfy the customer's needs under the given boundary conditions.
There are many options aligning your product to the customer. One way is by defining which problem has to be solved in a product profile.
What is a product profile? A product profile sets the starting point for developing a product generation.
And it expands the solution space. It is also the basis for validation of the product's concepts and models. Product profiles should be generated before searching for technical solutions.
A product profile consists of several modules.
In the following, we will explain each of these and illustrate them with a concrete example, namely the smartwatch from Apple.
The product claim states the main goal in a short form and provides a brief overview of the product. Build a sentence such as, "We need a product which,"
and then name your problem
solution statement. There's no need to present an explicit solution. It's more important to state the problem in general.
The product claim of the Apple Watch could be, "We need a product which combines size and convenience of a wristwatch with the information service of the iPhone." Here, Bluetooth serves as the connection between the iPhone and smartwatch. This Apple Watch is used with touchscreen.
The picture shows a brief sketch or icon to improve communication.
It may also contain a QR code or a link to other visualization methods, for example, video clips. That's how the picture of the Apple Watch could look like. The description of the potential product provides a more detailed overview. Usually, it contains information such as the product properties, the main functions, or the unique selling proposition. The properties of the Apple Watch could be: it's connected to the iPhone via Bluetooth. The design size is comparable to a wristwatch. The battery is rechargeable. It can be controlled either by touchscreen or by voice. New messages can be transmitted via vibration alarm. It can measure the heart rate. Potential reference products are crucial for the product profile. It may contain previous product generations as well as external reference products from completely different fields. One reference system of the Apple Watch is the system software of the iPhone. It includes the most relevant functions of the iPhone, for example, receiving messages and news and making phone calls. Another reference system is the wristwatch because of its wearing comfort and the structure of the watch strap. The use case refers to the context in which the product is used or to the specific situation in which the customer or user interacts with the product. The Apple Watch can be worn in everyday situations. Whenever you get a message, you can read it by just looking at your waist wrist without putting something out of your hand. That's why it's extremely useful while doing sports or driving car. The competitive context includes elements such as the competitors and the market share distribution. What are the strongest patents of the competitors? And the competing products, including prices. Apple is not the only provider for smartwatches. Competitive providers are Samsung, Google, and Huawei. They offer different operating systems such as Android Wear and Tyson. From all these competitors, Samsung might be the strongest. It has nearly the same properties as the Apple Watch, and almost all of them are compatible with the iPhone. How does the technology review look like? Competitors plan to make the screen of the smartwatch flexible. Thus, you can wrap it around your wrist and make it bigger. The provider benefit addresses factors like the strategic benefits and adaptation to companies' business models, including costs and prices, but also resources or advanced core competences. Apple Apple is the only provider whose smartwatch is 100% compatible with the iPhone. Other providers have a few limitations considering the communication between the iPhone and the smartwatch. It's the customer who decides whether a product should be ordered or not. On the contrary, the user mainly interacts with the product on an operational level. Thus, the user benefit describes the target group and it shows how the user would benefit from the potential product. Define the key problem you want to solve with the product. The customer of the Apple Watch could be a fitness studio which equips its fitness coaches with Apple Watches. The fitness coach, who is the user, can see his progress while doing sports by simply raising his wrist. So the Apple Watch is not only extremely useful, it can also be seen as a status symbol. With it, the fitness studio can differ from the competing institutions. Depending on the product, customer and user might be the same. Any conflicts of interest and potential for synergies between provider, customer and user benefits can be compared. Try to combine the interests of these three groups with your product. The demand contains elements like the customer and the user description, the market potential, and market trends. Let's make an example with the Apple Watch. In Europe, there live around 512 million people. 45% of those like doing sports. 10% of them are open to new technologies. Those are our potential customers. If we reach 10% of these at the market and we would have a sale of $100 per watch, we could have a market potential of $230,400,000. Each sub-element of the other modules has a specific level and type of validation. While the lowest level of validation has the character of a hypothesis, the highest validation level is empirically proven. Sub-elements of the product profile validation are conducted market studies or expert interviews, as well as customer interviews and customer tests. Validation is a continuous progress. Start thinking how you want to test your later product.
How could the validation of the Apple Watch look like? First of all, start making a survey if the potential customer would buy this product. The basic functionality could be proven with a prototype. You also have to ask yourself if you can actually manufacture your product. The boundary conditions describe general constraints which cannot be directly influenced by the product developer. Thus, it may contain legal restrictions, standards, or strategic relationships which need to be considered. A big issue concerning the Apple Watch is the guarantee of the data security. Furthermore, the wristband has to be compatible to health. The Apple Watch is up to 50-meter waterproof. Also, legal restrictions have to be considered. To use the Apple Watch in an airplane, it has to be set in flight mode to prevent interaction with other techniques. Product profiles can be used as the basis for the further developing process. Therefore, keep it short and focus on the most relevant aspects. One poster should be enough for the profile presentation. Generate up to 3 alternative product profiles in order to enable comparisons and identification of the best possible product profile in the current situation. Keep in mind, a product profile defines a demand situation on the market under consideration of the requirements and boundary conditions of relevant stakeholders. It characterizes the future product based on its basic properties and defines the solution space for the later product. It enables a systematic development of technological solutions for the defined demand situation and product description.